January 15, 2025, which is also celebrated as the Indian Army Day, will be a red letter day in the history of the Indian Navy. It is a day when 3 frontline combatant warships, the INS Surat, INS Nilgiri and INS Vaghsheer, were commissioned into the Indian Navy at Mumbai. This is the first time that 3 frontline ships have been inducted by India in a single day. Before this, only about 33 ships had been inducted into the Indian Navy in about a decade or so. India aims to add between 150 to 170 warships and submarines over the next decade. INS Surat is a destroyer. It is the 4th and final ship of the P-15B guided missile destroyer project. INS Nilgiri is a frigate. It is the first ship of the P-17A stealth frigate project. It has advanced features for enhanced survivability, seakeeping, and stealth. Both these ships have an indigenous content of about 75%. The difference between frigates and destroyers is usually of size and functions. Destroyers are bigger than frigates and carry much more firepower, advanced weaponry, and radar capabilities. Destroyers typically form part of the carrier battle groups, whereas frigates usually operate as escort vehicles to protect the sea lines of communication or as an auxiliary component of a strike group. The INS Vaghsheer is the 6th submarine of the first batch of 6 Kalvari-class submarines for the Indian Navy. It is a diesel-electric, conventional attack submarine that is based on the Scorpion class. It has been built in collaboration with the French Naval Group. The development highlights several features. First, it is indicative of the long way Indian warship building capability has come onto. While India has a rich legacy of shipbuilding, it fell into doldrums until recent times. But in the last decade or so, there has been a veritable alacrity in acquisition and development of warship technology. A new sense of urgency has set in with the growing heft of the Indian economy, the Indian military, and India's say in global affairs. The effort for Atmanirbharta, or self-reliance, has only made it more relevant. Second is the pace that naval warship manufacturing has picked up. And a lot of them are being built in Indian dockyards. That is why 3 sophisticated, state-of-the-art combatant warships came out in a single day. Thirdly, with India's rise as a great power, new responsibilities have come in, resulting in the need for greater number of military assets and platforms. India is already being accepted as the first responder in the Indian Ocean region. Fourthly, these naval assets also have an urgent need, with India being positioned as a vehement supporter and proponent of the free and open seas. But even as Indian warship building continues to speed up, it pales with the massive Chinese effort. China's People's Liberation Army Navy, or the PLA Navy plan, which is bigger than the US Navy, has about 370 naval warships and submarines. At present, the US Navy has about 296 battleships. What would add to Indian concerns is the active Chinese help to ramp up the Pakistani Navy with ships and submarines. Well, the hope is that the commissioning of these 3 warships in a single day is indicative of more good news to come.